Imagine a mineral where the line between hero and villain is like a couple micrograms. That's selenium. One step it saves your cells, one step it singes your eyebrows.
You went straight for the eyebrows. But yeah, it's that tightrope nutrient. Essential, and yet if you overdo it, you get hair loss, hoof sloughing in livestock. What a phrase. And in extreme cases, acute toxicity.
Let's set the stage. Selenium's day job is on the cleanup crew, part of glutathione peroxidase. Picture tiny firefighters converting hydrogen peroxide into water before it can torch your cell membranes.
Right, antioxidant triage. And it moonlights in thyroid hormone land, helping convert T4, the storage form, into T3, the active get stuff done hormone. So energy, temperature, mood, all the things people blame on Mondays partly depend on selenium doing that swap.
If you're listening on your commute, tuck that away. A mineral helps flip your metabolic on switch. Also plays defense for immune cells, supports reproductive performance, even muscle integrity.
Which is where the sad part enters, white muscle disease. In deficient animals, muscle tissue degenerates. It looks like chalky streaks, hence white. Clinically, you see stiffness, weakness, even sudden death if the heart muscle's involved.
That sudden bit always floors me. And in pigs, I read about mulberry heart disease. The heart gets this mottled look, like a mulberry. In poultry, you see reduced hatchability and slower growth if selenium's low.
I'm going to push a little. People hear antioxidant and think, cool, more is better. Not with selenium. The margin between enough and too much is narrow. Chronic excess? Alkali disease, classic signs like hair loss. Acute excess? That can be catastrophic.
Totally. It's like table salt versus ghost pepper oil. One dash helps. A spill ruins dinner. Form matters too. Sodium selenite and sodium selenate are common inorganic sources. And then there's organic selenium, like selenium yeast, which tends to be more bioavailable.
Bioavailable meaning your body or your cow's body can actually use it. But I'll add the caveat, more absorbable isn't go wild. Dosing still has to be sane.
Okay, mini story. A rancher friend once joked he measures selenium like he's defusing a bomb. He'd seen calves with weak suckle reflexes and stiff gait. After a nutritionist adjusted the mineral mix, you could literally watch them perk up over a week.
And on the flip side, I heard of a well-meaning oversupplement that led to brittle hooves and hair issues. That's the dance. Muscles and immune cells are hungry for it, but they're also the first to complain if you misjudge.
Quick mechanism pit stop. When glutathione peroxidase neutralizes peroxides, it spares cell membranes and mitochondrial machinery. So fewer leaky cells, steadier energy production, better recovery after stress.
And back to thyroid because I'm me. Selenium-dependent enzymes, deiodinases, snip an iodine off T4 to make T3. No selenium, and you've got the hormone sitting in the trunk instead of driving the car.
Trunk hormones. Also, reproduction. Retained placenta shows up in deficiency, and fertility dips. Immunity lags too. More infections, slower wound healing.
We should acknowledge the geography angle. Soil selenium varies. Some regions grow feed that's naturally low, others are high. So two farms doing the same thing can see opposite problems.
If you're walking the dog right now, the takeaway is balance beats bravado. Right source, right dose. Selenite, selenate, or that selenium yeast. Pick with intent.
Friendly disagreement time. I think people overemphasize the antioxidant angle. I'd argue the thyroid conversion is the headline because it touches every tissue.
I'll counter. If your cellular firefighters are off duty, the whole town burns, thyroid included. But fine, co-headlines. Firefighters and chauffeurs.
Deal. And quick livestock note, poultry hatchability drops without enough selenium. Pigs risk that mulberry heart. Ruminants get white muscle disease. Same mineral, different costumes.
Call back to our ghost pepper analogy. Dose like a chef, not like a daredevil. Measure, don't eyeball.
And maybe one last nuance. Organic forms may be gentler, but they're not a cheat code. Work with someone who understands the herd, the soil, the feed.
Rapid recap for our commuters. Selenium, tiny firefighters, glutathione peroxidase. Thyroid chauffeurs, T4 to T3. Immune and reproductive backup dancers. Too little, stiff muscles, weak newborns, fertility issues. Too much, hair loss, hoof trouble, even acute toxicity. Sources matter.
The magic is in the middle. Respect the narrow lane, and selenium pays rent in every cell.
All right, y'all. Measure the ghost pepper, save the eyebrows, and we'll see you next time.
And feed the firefighters carefully.